If you're thinking of dropping a substantial sum of money on big enterprise software, don't. Just stop. Hear me out. I'm being so real with you when I'm saying this is the worst investment you can make for your business. This is simply not how the modern business architecture works anymore. Let's just start with the data. Let's start with the costs. According to data, industry analyst data for 2025, a small business, we're looking at right between 1 and 10 million for an implementation. Market between 10 and 50, and large enterprises, it's going to be a $50 million plus project. We need to add about 20 to 50% for customization. If you are a large enterprise and you're looking at enterprise level software, you're going to have customization. Training alone is usually budgeted between $500,000 and $1 million. Maintenance cost is about 15 to 20% annually of the implementation costs. And that's if you stay on budget and on time. And we know that over 47% of specifically ERP implementations, which is arguably the largest systems, go over timeline and budget. And now that we have SaaS involved, we have the user cost continuing to climb. Those licenses get higher and higher the longer that you have the contracts. Now that we're talking about contracts, this model is set up to completely lock you in. And by lock you in, I'm just not talking about an inconvenient contract where you have a very expensive cancellation clause. I'm talking about locking you in, stealing your IP, and holding your data hostage, lock you in. And that's just the cost, not to mention the incredible risk these projects put on your business. First of all, if we look at an average implementation, it takes 2 to 3 years if it's run well. Think about our marketplace in 2021 versus 2025. You've locked in yesterday's tech, solving yesterday's problems. Big software is not flexible, nor is it going to show up for you when things go bad. When it goes down, your entire business grinds to a halt. You're betting everything on one gigantic dinosaur of a system instead of implementing smaller, more adaptable tools. Businesses are not generic anymore. They are too specialized in this market for a large ERP tool. Manufacturers, SaaS, government, healthcare, all have unique system architecture, processes, requirements, data needs. Putting them in one cookie cutter system no longer makes sense. Being an enterprise software specialist, I hear about businesses literally every day that I did not know exist, and I cannot match them to an ERP system because it's not going to meet their needs as an organization. This is going to lead to endless customization, that risk of lock-in, high costs, broken workflows, and it's going to be a hot mess of a disaster. And last but certainly not least, AI and automation architecture do not play nice with monolithic ERPs. ERP was built on the idea of one humongous massive system that handles everything: finance, operations, supply chain, sales, literally everything. AI-driven operations doesn't work that way. They depend on things like distributed data, constant iteration, modular tools. The monolithic ERP ecosystem is too slow, too rigid, too expensive to reconfigure every single time the AI architecture evolves. By the time you've customized, the market has already moved. With the AI boom in overall enterprise technology, the ERP ecosystem isn't just outdated, but it's completely incompatible. Big software slows you down. Modern architecture sets you free. And what's so unfortunate is ERP really promised control and innovation to our users, but what it got because of our lack of integrity in the industry is lock-in. ERP is in the last era, same with any sort of customized enterprise architecture. Your business now needs to be investing in things that's going to move you to the next one.